Hello.
Hello.
Welcome one, welcome all. How are you guys doing tonight? Great to see you all. So many great folks in here. A pleasure to have you all in the house. And guess what, folks? We're yellow coin again. Yes, we crossed the line. That's right, folks. We went into the abyss of tricky topics. I apologize for dragging you down into our little abyss, as we like to call it. That's right, talking about YouTube, folks. You gotta love this platform. You gotta love this platform. That's right, folks. So yeah, we're yellow coin for the second time, 2 nights in a row, for talking about things that are going on here. So go figure. That just seems to be par for the course. So I'm gonna here, guys. I'm gonna turn up the music. I'm gonna get all sad and cry for a second here. Hang on a second. Hang on. Okay, guys. Could I ask you guys a favor? Could each and every one of you hit the like button? And could each and every one of you share it out with somebody, DM some friends or something like that, so we can kind of shove it in YouTube's face for doing this 2 nights in a row? It would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to have a great talk tonight, guys. If you've never been here before, excuse me, we're going to talk about all things YouTube, guys. Take your questions and all this stuff, as well as an amazing story, guys. A crazy story going on as well. So if you guys can help us out by hitting that like button, tweeting it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, it really does help immensely. What it means by yellow coin, we're not worried about losing a couple of bucks in advertising revenue, guys. It is the push that we lose. And it was yellow the moment pretty much we hit go. So my question is why, when that was sitting there for 2 hours, why can't YouTube give you a little reminder and say, hey there, hoody YouTuber.
Right.
I was just curious, why you're putting that, because we might not want to show it off. And then I could say something like, oh, okay, maybe I could change up the title or something like that. Maybe there's a word in there. You could let me know what you don't like, and maybe I could work around it and find a synonym, or not do it at all. Or you can screw me. And that just seems the way of the course for YouTube. So there you go. Nonetheless, though, we got a fantastic group in here. It's great to see you all. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Welcome to our show. Welcome to my rant about YouTube. And I promise you, it won't be the end of it. So there's going to be lots to talk about tonight, as well as all you guys' questions. We're all in together. We're all going to help each other, guys. Get through it. Tokyo Drew, good morning to you, my friend. Expat Canadian, fellow Canadian, living in Tokyo for over 15 years. Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing great. Izzy Fam is in the house. More Eats is saying hi to everybody. 54 Punchies in the house. TNT Balls, who I met last night, is in here. Welcome. Great to see you. Glad you can make it. CP Scratcher. Oh my God. It has been a while. Great to see you. Jenny O'Brien, what is going on with you? Hope all is great. Jose, what is going on tonight? Hope all is well. Well, my God, Diary of a Family, how you doing? MJ Unboxing and Frozen Fury, past guest of ours, fantastic guitar player, is in the house. Good to see you. I seen Hadley's FPV as well. Great to see you. I'm going to make sure I pronounce this properly. Carpeth FPV, welcome. Great to have you in there. Caribou Country Outdoors in the house. What's going on? Greetings, Sky Pilot. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Jackie Hutter Food Reviews is here from, she's our resident sweetie, folks. That's right. I was going to put her from the land down under as well. There you go. She's a fellow Canuck here from Canada. Rebel Rocker, what is going on? Great to see you. Food Galore Mako is in the house. Startup Slots. Great channels, folks. What a pleasure. The more people in here, the better the conversation. Ryan Vexo, the blue light is back. We are all so happy for that. Yes. And we did some modification. No more blue tint on the hair. No more tint. That's right. I got Xenia to help me tear half of our studio apart today. And we got at that, so she was very happy to get involved with that.
Oh, yes, definitely. Always.
She loves working with me. And that kind of stuff.
I am with you here all the time, all throughout the day,
That's
and
right.
especially in the evenings. So almost every evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm right here.
I'm a real joy to be around when I'm working on stuff like that.
Yes, definitely.
I take it all in stride and never get stressed
out.
Well,
the good thing
Never
about it
raise my
that
voice.
right now it doesn't look like we have dyed our hair blue, and that makes me
That's
happy.
right. I felt like an old woman playing bingo for a while. I
Yeah.
liked it. I liked it. I felt like I'd finally found the true me.
Now, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit or a little more ranting from Andrew here tonight. But tonight is Tuesday Tech Talk, and we're going to be talking about some very interesting subjects today. Of course, the focus of the day is the false copyright strikes that has been going on YouTube for quite a while, but especially this week from two different sources. And even PewDiePie, yes, number 2, I think he is. Well, sometimes number 1, sometimes number 2 YouTuber. Overall got 3 copyright strikes in one day, which essentially would mean that his channel would be taken down. So talk about that. How could have that happened, and how can you prevent that from happening to your channel, and what to do if you do get a copyright strike, real or false. Very important information. And of course, as always, on the second part of our Tech Talk Tuesday, your questions, so get them ready about YouTube tips and how to grow on this platform. I hope you get them ready as well, and we can get to answering those. Yeah.
I like doing that to you.
Now, I can talk a lot because last week was the first Tech Talk Tuesday after New Year, and we focused on COPPA because that was the date when YouTube finally implemented the new guidelines, and we had a very little time for your questions. I'm sure there are a lot of questions from you that have been piling up throughout the holidays and for almost a month now, so I'm very excited to get to those today as well. Now, if you can share this out and click that like button, we do appreciate that. I can help out beat YouTube AI that doesn't know what it's doing. Sometimes we do appreciate, we're human beings here, and we can make it happen by sharing it out. Thank you so much.
That's right, for LMR Collins. What is going on? Sending much love from St. John's, Newfoundland. Great to have you in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. Yes, giveaway God Gaming Ninja. We seen, please, you just have to write it once. I got banned from streaming because I was watching a stream while streaming and someone reported me for copyright. How I got unbanned.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
How do you get unbanned?
We will talk about what happens when you do get a copyright strike during live stream and what happens when it happens to your video. There are differences there, and some differences that you might not even know about that have been lately updated very quietly once again. And we'll talk about what to do if it's false. You think it's a false flag, what to do. We're going to guide you through the steps on how and what to do, so stick around. We'll talk about it in a couple of minutes.
That's right, folks, and there's all kinds of news we can talk about tonight, guys. Another story hot off the press we're following is how Pusa Studios got screwed by YouTube again by hitting us with that, I'm trying to be good until they get us on bed, that yellow coin for the second time in a row for just talking about their platform. There you go, folks. There it is in all its glory. Under review, and we should get that back in about 12 hours, just enough time for the live stream to lose all steam. So there you go. Very helpful, great system, works without a flaw. All hail YouTube.
No bitterness there
not
whatsoever.
Bitter at all, not pissed off
Cherry
whatsoever.
Awesome Sunset Travel is here as well. Tina Davis, hello, how are you? Hey, Jess is here. Hello, how are you? Rosie Kelly, how are you doing, Rosie? Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Hope everything is well. Scrapping Irish in the house, the producer of the best merchandise out there, guys. If you want to go high quality jackets and all the rest of the merchandise, I'm not kidding. And that's my favorite jacket for spring, fall, and summer. So check it out. And
I wanted to wish Kelly and try and get in between the machine.
Well, you wanted me to talk. So
I didn't ask you. I wanted to wish Rosie as well a very happy New Year to you. I was just going to say there's somebody who handles things a lot stronger than I do, especially tonight the way I've been going. So I can always an inspiration. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Rosie definitely has more composure to things going on around than you do. That's honest of truth. Now, Pixel Alive.
Hey, Andrew, sounds like he needs this now. You didn't have to do that, Pixel. Yeah, I'm good. I appreciate it. You know, it's just frustrating when you work, you know, between everything trying to bring up and come up with stories and all the digging like yesterday. Xenia bend over backwards to get all that story together, worked her ass off, and then to have it like limited monetization. It's not the money once again. There, Pixelpia just covered all the monetization for the night, so that was our worry there, we're covered. It's the point of the work into it and then it not getting pushed out. But if you guys can help us and tweet it out and let people know what's going on. Hitting the like button makes a really, really big difference. It only takes 3 seconds. If you have any friends you think would like this discussion, guys, let them know. We're going to be taking all your questions. Everybody learning from everybody. If you're new here, that's why everybody has blue wrenches. Why? It's equality, guys. It's not a status. It's that it doesn't matter what subscribers you have. And please remember, if you have 60 subscribers or 40 subscribers or 200 subscribers, you have just as much input into somebody who has 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90,000. You sometimes bring a very unique perspective to the table. Just coming in might have learned about a new piece of software that's helping you that nobody else knows about. So don't ever underestimate just how much you can bring to the discussion. I always want to remind people that it's always well, and no question's too small, and there's no stupid questions. Just ask away. Just make sure to highlight our name when you do ask. Xenia will save them in a list, and we'll get out to them after the features. So I know you didn't need the coins. I just meant a no. Oh no, Pixel P. No. Oh God, you see, this is why I don't joke or I can say it. I was using it as an example because somebody will say, oh, they're just doing it for the money. So since you just gave a super chat, I was just referring to it as a joke, saying there, well, if we were just worried about the money, that covered it.
I think it was going much better when I was talking.
Yeah, I'm going to be quiet now because everything's coming out wrong tonight. I'm just gonna say goodbye and just pause out here. Enjoy the show with Xenia.
My non-traditional life is saying happy early birthday. Yes, my birthday's tomorrow. Oh, it's nice you both have birthdays close to each other. Just like me and my partner are only 2 weeks apart. That's so awesome. Yes, we are 10 days apart, in fact. 10 years and 10 days. Isn't that crazy?
I'm still not here.
Tina Davis, hello, how are you? Caribou Country Outdoors, good to see you back. How to get rid of my old channel art and stuff and change it to all my new logo? Well, I'll save your question here. Usually it's done through your Google account settings, and that's what you can see when you click on your logo on your YouTube channel. You see your Google account in blue. You click on that, and that will guide you to the place where you can change it. Now, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, Paul Murray. Hey, thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Now, Andrew, how am I doing? Am I doing great? Okay, Drone Kings in Darwin is here as well. Good morning. Yes, it's tomorrow on 15th. So for today, it's today. So yeah, in Australia, it's my birthday already. Andrew.
Oh no. I was laughing at Pixel P's comment. Okay, let Xenia talk now so we don't misunderstand each other. It's probably a European thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There
stick together.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Wendell Live is sending me happy birthday wishes. I'll definitely check that out. Ooh, happy birthday, Xenia. Oh
my God.
Oh my goodness. You're so sweet. Oh my God. Guys, everybody click on that and check it out. Oh my God.
That is so awesome.
I'll definitely, I'm sorry I can't hear it right now, but
that is so cool.
That is so cool. I'm so touched. Wendell, how did you know? Aw. Wendell did a video for my birthday. Aw, that is so sweet. Thank you so much, Wendell Live. I'll definitely be checking that out after the live stream. Thank you so much, guys. Check that out too as well after the live stream. Isn't that so cool? Wow, you guys are super fantastic. Thank you.
And then there's Paul.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Paul Murray is reminding us to click that like button and cheer it out. Thank you so much for those of you that already did that, and thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat.
That's right, Paul.
We have Lydia and Philip here, who is just visiting us the first time, so welcome here. Hello, hope you enjoy what you see. You can stick around or talk about YouTube tips today, and especially about copyright, focus of the day today.
That's right, folks. That's right. It's great to have you all in here, guys. And it's just about time to do that rockstar welcome. Call up all you folks in here and get that echo up. Give you guys a proper welcome in here. I know you've been listening to me rant since you came in about YouTube. And you know what? But there's still a great turnout, guys. I was just checking. I think we're at 83 right now. That is unbelievable, guys. If you guys can keep hitting that like button, tweeting it out, that way YouTube tries to slow down conversation about them, but you guys are the ones that can turn that all around. Together, you have way more power, way more push than YouTube does. So thank you so much for all you guys do for... I had kids, Bob. claim someone else's song manually.
Yeah, and lots of such things is going around. There are things like, how you can deal with it, and we're going to explain the differences and what to do and how to do. It is quite a caliber, really, if you haven't dealt with it before. We have dealt with it before because we have had false claims on our videos, the actual videos, as well as some of the interviews from season 1 from third parties as well that we have dealt with before. So if you haven't, if it's the first time for you, definitely it becomes a little bit overwhelming. TNT Balls, hello, how are you? Good to see you. T-Real Geeks is in the house. Hello, how are you? And Dadur Backdoor, hello. Good to see you here as well. Now, I want to remind you not to shout anybody out unless it is something super special like a birthday, which I have tomorrow. And other than that, go over to the channel, add their video to your watch later playlist, and check it out after the live stream. Yes, and Straight Up Slot says, my birthday was yesterday. Oh, go Capricorn. We got to sing a birthday song now.
Oh, no, we're going to be taking all kinds of questions, Pixel Pia. Well, do you want to start? She's wondering about grabbing them now, or you want her to
Yeah, you can put your questions in now. I'm going to be copying over. I already have a question from Kaylin Strain here, as well as Caribou, former Bushcraft channel. So definitely, if you do have a question, let me know at Push Studio in a chat so I can see it better. And I will copy it over. We'll get to them very soon.
Alrighty, guys, Rockstar welcome time. Let's do this, guys. This is way overdue. You guys are in here making us look great. And I just want to give a great big welcome. Oh my God, a bunch just got booted out. Okay, I hope you guys make it back in. If you buffer, don't suffer, hit F5 on your keyboard. If it's on a Mac, Command R. And if you're on your phone, of course, to refresh. We're going to be around for a little while, folks, for sure. I want to say a great big Rockstar welcome to White Tiger Unplugged. Wendell Live, who did that for Xenia. That is so awesome. That song, you are so amazing. TNT Balls, welcome once again. Tina Davies is in the house. We got Startup Slots folks here. We got Steph's Universe, that's right. We got Skywatcher Sandra. We got Sheba Speaks, folks, that's right. As well as Ryan Vexo. Relaxation TV is here. We got Real Wicked Canadian, welcome. We have Quicksilver in the house, folks. We got Pixel Pia Live, the pink lady's in the house. She's so sweet. We have Nikki D Sings here, folks. We have Mystery After Death Paranormal. Sorry, it's jumping all around like popcorn here. My Non-Traditional Life is in the house, folks. Welcome. We got Mr. Moore is here. That's right, as well as MJ's Unboxing and Scratcher Fun. We have Minotaur in the house with us tonight, as well as MFCP Woodworking. We have Melly93 Eats here, folks, that's right. We have Mama TTV. We have Lydia and Philip, welcome once again. Glad you found us. LMR Collins, 1966, from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, is in the house, one of my fellow Canadians. We have Laura Bruno with us, folks, that's right, as well as Casey Green. We got Jeff's Custom RC. We got James Woodruff is here, folks. We got Izzy Fam. We got Get Her Done Granny, folks, that's right. We have Food Galore Mexico. We have Extra Steps CEO. And we have Exploring with Carl. Eber FPV is in the house. All the FPV ones are in here tonight. We got Duke Family Chronicles in the house, folks. We got Drone Kings in Darwin. We got Diving with R5, folks, as well as Disabled Disney. We have The Door Backdoor. We have Crazy Cajun, CP Scratcher, Miss Vlogger. We got Cooking with Corey, folks, that's right. As well as Christopher's Adventures. We have Chills TV and Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel. We have Caribou Country Outdoors. We have Because She Said is here. We have Bark Backyard Gardener in the house. We have Ant 703. Annie Nycart's here. Alex the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer. 54 Punchy. Two Real Geeks. Wilder Scotland is here. I'm just going back through because I'm jumping. Ian is in the house. The Still Winter Nation, a fantastic live stream, folks. Storage Scavenger is here. Great to see you. Spirit Vox Paranormal Dundee's in the house. I'm just looking through for anybody else. Quicksilver, I don't think I said hi to you yet. It is updating and going around and around and all over the place. If there's anybody else, guys, just highlight our name and say hi. Fees, Paranormal Journey, welcome. Disabled Disney is in the house. Duke Family Chronicles, Drone Kings in Darwin. Computer Chick, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. Great to see you. Does anybody I miss, guys, highlight our name and say hi so I can give you a great big hello. Francis, Urban Spirits Vlogs, I sent a Blue Wrench selfie. That is awesome, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you. And thank you for giving me a great segue. I do appreciate that. LC Adventures, great to see you. There you go, guys. She doing already. Make sure to get yours out as well. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that, a selfie of you. Upload to Twitter. Just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so us here can find you. And we will share them after the live stream, guys. We always grab a couple and make a community post and link your channels so a bunch of other people can see them as well. It's a good extra push for your channel, and the algorithm loves when it's getting shared, guys, so that's a great way to do it. And make sure to follow us on Twitter while you're over there. Old guy on a bike, how are you? Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh my God, somebody's ready to throw in the towel. CP, Scratcher, oh, I hope not. I hope not. Nomadic Van Man, how are you? Great to see you. And the real housewife. I know I'm going to stumble on that one. It's great to see you. Mimi Gold, welcome. Anima Flex, holy God, I'm alive. Holy crap, you sure are. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh, Cooking with Corey, you're way too kind.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Number one fan, Cooking with Corey. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat, and being number one fan today. Thank you so much, Cooking with Corey.
Crazy as a loon, folks. Crazy
And
as a
you are
loon.
nuts.
I'm a little of that. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Well, it's such a pleasure to have you. Great to have you. Carmen Topeka? No, Topeka. Welcome. Welcome. I'm going to let you send your name, and I'm going to give you the great big welcome. That's right. Pusa is this lady because she shed. Steph's Universe said.
Okay. Kaylin Strain, yes, bad lag. Well, refresh, don't suffer, refresh. That's what we do here. Unfortunately, that's what happens here sometimes on YouTube. We appreciate if you do come back after you get booted out. And because she says happy birthday, Eve Xenia. Well, thank you so much. Apparently, it's my birthday in Australia already, and I'm proud to announce that. Because, of course, why not to celebrate it for 2 days in a row? So, thank you so much. Because she said, thank you so much for this super chat. And my son is coming with my coffee, hopefully, today. Thank you so much. And Corina Torres is here. That is great to hear, and I hope she's getting better. Yes, definitely. When kids are not feeling well, that doesn't, it doesn't feel well. We have our little ones here as well. Exploring with Carl is posting a super chat emoji. Well, awesome. You're smiling to your ears. That's good to see. Good to see. And if you buffer, don't suffer. Hit refresh. Thank you so much for reminding me our sentence. Wood Pigeon Outdoors. Thank you so much.
Hey, Wood Pigeon Jason, what's going on?
Now, I want to remind you also about our hashtag Blue Wrench Group merchandise that is available on our merchandise shelf down below, as well as our about section and description of this video. FYI, did you know if you look in your mobile, we actually have a store tab? Yes, community tab, channel tab, and store tab. So if you click on that, you see all our merchandise in one place. And you can purchase anything from the classic blue, hashtag Blue Wrench Group cups, t-shirts, baby clothes, stickers, and of course your inspired super sticker, super chats, Be Bold, Love Life merchandise, and Don't Move a Muscle special t-shirts and cups as well. Everything available on our Teespring merchandise, so check that out. Unisex joggers and t-shirts available in extra large 5, I think is the biggest size, and extra tall 5 sizes as well, so check it out. I hope you like something.
I forgot now that we have the new layout where you can see our cameras, so they got to see me give my son father eyes. So there you go. Yes.
You can't hide
He's
that.
getting to that age where they just have a little trouble listening, Food Forest Permaculture, how are you? Great to see you. Hello, Pusa Studios and fellow Earthlings. I always love your entrance. Driving with diving. I'm sorry, I keep saying driving. Diving with R5. We'll probably be back. Need to make dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner time.
And let us know what you're making. Bon appetit to you.
Is it good? Is it good? What are you making? Tell us. What are you making? What are you making? Come on now.
We had tacos today. Homemade tacos. Did you know that you can make taco shells in your own oven? Yes. Tips from Puša Studios. Okay. Vince Land is here. How are you doing? Good to see everybody here. And Wood Pigeon Outdoors, as always, is advertising our merchandise. Don't forget, ladies' preferred leggings over lingerie, guys. Lingerie is chilly. And remember, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. That's right. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Simple meal spaghetti. There's nothing wrong with
spaghetti.
So nothing wrong. I would get. I can't eat pasta. I can't eat pasta.
Yeah, all more for us.
But there's nothing wrong with a simple meal. There's nothing wrong with it at all. That's for sure. Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Reviews. What is going on, buddy? Great to see. Hope you're doing fantastic. Making chili mac.
Oh my God! Don't tempt me. I love chili so much, and mac. Wow. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. We had an early supper today, so.
Oh.
To have something after. I'm sure I'm going to make other tacos for Andrew here after our live stream.
That's right.
Because apparently made by wife taste better.
Way better, way better. I can't even compare the difference between them.
Assembled by wife, yeah. That's how spoiled we are here.
We are.
But it's my birthday in Australia, so maybe it should be the other way around. I don't know.
I don't know. I think one of my tacos, you're going to be wanting to go back and get one. I have a feeling.
Taco Tuesdays. Yeah, I never thought about that. That just kind of made it automatically. Taco Tuesdays. Great.
Oh, Vince Land. Interesting, Pusa. I had tacos as well an hour ago. There you go.
Maybe you were at our house and we didn't know.
That's right. That's right.
It's possible.
That's possible. Made chicken chili last night. That was tasty, Pusa. But hubby went into work, so I need to make anything. Oh, no need to make anything huge. Exactly. Well, like I say, nothing wrong with that. We always get our nights up and down. Believe me, we're not eating feast every night. We always make good feed. Oh my God, you see when you got to talk when your wife is around. Make very good meals.
Much every day from scratch.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
And she makes amazing scratch. One of the nicest scratches I've ever had. There you go.
CP Scratcher had minus 37 with 8 inches of snow and French onion soup to spare right there. Dominic Williams, hello, good to see you. Gaming Rubik's Liam, hello, how are you? And Caribou had tacos last night too.
Do you use store-bought scratch or not?
No, I make scratch from scratch.
Okay, just wondering. Steph Opal is in the house. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. What is going on? Steph Opal is another one of those channels that got us off the ground, guys. How are you doing, Steph? Hope all is well with you. Grand to see you.
I can tell you a secret. I had a girl crush on Steph Opal from like a year ago already.
That's true. I encouraged it.
Yeah, and she knows about it too.
Yep, that's right. There you go.
Yes, love to see you.
Professor Perseverance, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. That must be why my wife made them. Pusa Studios Taco Tuesdays. Didn't think of that. There you go, Vince Land. There you go. Just Living is in the house. Paula, what is going on? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Just a reminder from the waist up. Just saying.
Crying here. Korean fusion bulgogi beef tacos. Wow, never heard about that. That is super awesome. Sounds really good.
I'd like to hear about them.
I bet we make a lot of people hungry now in the chat. Everybody's talking about their supper menus for the day.
Exactly. The poor person that ran in and didn't get a chance to eat yet and was salivating at the screen.
Yeah, don't go. Don't run away.
Chris Russell, love to you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. I picked my butt is in the house, folks. You see, you have to understand something. If you have a live streaming channel and you say hello to a lot of people, certain channels come in that just make your eyes sparkle. And when you get the call out on a wheel, I pick my butt, it don't get much better than that. I'm telling you.
Honesty, is the
That's
best
right.
policy.
That's right. Exactly. Old guy on a bike says chicken stir fry, and he's full. Full is good. Full is great.
Okay, guys, well, switching a little bit of those gears before we get completely hungry here and just finish this live stream altogether.
I picked my butt, made you hungry?
Yeah. Okay, Steph's Universe, yes, that's right, exactly. Old guy on a bike, oh my goodness, I'm so awful at answering messages. I hope you got my yes from like 2 weeks ago. Every time I see in the chat and then I forget to message. Same as poor panda photographer. Christopher Adventures here as well. Good to see everybody here. And yes, I remember Caribou Country. You are a chef. That's right. Awesome. Easy Fam, Ryan Vexo here. Wawia. Hello. How are you guys? If you can click that like button and share it out, we do appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to jump into that serious stuff. I don't know what was the chatting today.
That's all right. A little bit of hellos and stuff like that. Let's check and see, folks. Let's see the update. And there you go, folks. Headline of Tech Talk Tuesday. Here it is, folks. YouTube screws Pusa Studios once again. Limited monetization, second night in a row when they hit the go live button because they dared to talk about the platform.
Well, maybe we should do the live stream about it.
Oh, I got a good feeling of doing one.
Yeah, and
that one's going to get a lot. It might not have anything connected.
You know what?
Yellow.
I bet that one won't.
Yeah, my luck, I'll blow a gasket for an hour and it'll be green the whole time, which will make me even 10 times more angry. I'll go back and do another one, just curse the whole way through it, just so for the sake of saying I got it fixed.
We are going to jump into the subject just in a moment here, talking about PewDiePie, the copyright strikes that have been issued, and what's going on with the false copyright claims and strikes all across YouTube have been going on, especially thickly. Is it the word thickly? This past week.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now. So we're going to tell you how to avoid that, what to do to prevent it, and what to do if you get strike or if you get a copyright claim. Well, yes, Rodney review things. In fact, we have done 2 live streams when we talked about words that you shouldn't use on your videos. And one of them, if my memory reminds me well, is top 40 words you shouldn't use in your YouTube videos. So I will try to find them, but if you look in our playlist, you'll definitely can find it. There is a 40-page document that lists all the words that you shouldn't be using.
And there'll be a ton of words that you expect to see on there, and there'll be a ton of words that will shock you the moment you see they exist.
I will get back to your question again, and by that time, I hope I can find those 2 videos for you to share. We have super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, the Sneaky Fox. Hey you, thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. And I just checked out the Pigeon Lady. Welcome. Great to have you in here. Interesting channel. Always nice to see somebody doing something different here from the UK. I made this channel to share with like-minded people who love pigeons as much as I do. I have 8 pet pigeons, all rescues that I raised by hand from small squabs and young adults. I took most of my videos on my phone cam. That is awesome. Really nice background too on your banner and that. Good to meet you. Welcome. Guys, if you're new here, I hope you'll consider hitting that like button as well as the subscribe button is what I meant to say. See, I'm all tongue-tied tonight. And see more of what we got going on. It's great to have you all in here. And what a fantastic turnout, though, for a Yellow Coin live stream.
Yeah,
you guys are
surprising.
awesome. So please, guys, if you have... Here, let's rock the world, guys. We actually did set off a bit of an earthquake here the other night. Let's see if we can do another one. That's true, because we don't get many earthquakes here. And thanks to you guys, we did get some seismic activity the other night, which did register. It wasn't a very big earthquake, but nonetheless, pretty big for here, because we don't get them often. All right, folks, on the count of 3, everybody look up at that button, that thumbs up, folks. If it's gray, let's turn it blue together, guys. If we all do it at the same time, I bet you we'll start rocking this desk here. You'll start to see the pictures rattling at your house. Let's do it together, guys. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hit it, folks. Hit that like button. Turn it blue. If it's gray, do it. There you go. You guys jump right into it. You heard my spiel and you're already going to go. Don't feel bad if you forgot. I do all the time, but it helps a lot, guys. If that thumb it's starting to shake in here. Hold on, Xenia. It's going to get crazy. There's a kick. Holy crap, guys. You really hit it hard. Thank you so much, guys. And if you haven't hit it, please do. It makes a gigantic difference. It really does. Thank you so very much.
It definitely does, because at first I thought it was kind of silly, but then after having earthquake the other day at 5:30 in the morning and waking up to it, I thought, you know what, guys, you make it happen.
That's
so
right.
You never know.
That's to you guys. You guys made it happen. You're the ones who did it.
And we have Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Straight up slots. Happy belated birthday, guys. Put those balloons in the chat for straight up slots. Yesterday's birthday. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. And Andrew?
The Sneaky Fox, thank you so much for the super chat. Do appreciate it. You are so freaking supportive. You're just amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to the both of you. Really do appreciate it. And Ryan Vex says, I think my fish went into the pebbles when the light quake happened. I can see that happening. I can believe that. And I like that light quake. I like that. Can we borrow it? Toyron, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. It Gets Real is in the house. Great to see you. Free laugh now. First day of school for this 63-year-old community college freshman.
Well, congratulations! Free
to laugh now. That is awesome.
That is so awesome. Wow.
That's so cool.
Oh, wow. Andrew was about to curse, but...
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a salty mood right now, so it's going to trickle in and out through all that. Congratulations. I think that is so amazing.
That is super amazing.
Cool.
Wow. Really proud of you. And
yes.
All the best. With fingers crossed. That is super amazing.
That is really, really
yes.
great.
And the Sneaky Fox. Sticky Fox. Super sticker, Sneaky Fox. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sneaky Fox. Thank you so very much for that. You're, like I say, you're way beyond kind. Over the moon kind. So great, so many great people in here, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic time. Merrily Mary, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're having a great one. Hey, host, I showed you my love and liked the stream. Thank you, Great TV. Do appreciate it.
We also are joined by Phantasmic Chronicles. Hello and welcome here, as well as MS Full Roller Sarah. Somehow seems familiar, so welcome back here. Hello, how are you?
There we go, folks. And I think it's about time we get into it. What do you think? We've been
been chatting. I don't know what's going on today.
And you guys have been patient. So, folks, we're going to be talking for a little bit if we miss it. Do you want them to put them in still? You want them to wait till you're done talking with the first part from this point on?
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to see all of the chat while I'm talking, but definitely get your questions ready right after when Andrew talks.
There you go, folks.
I'm going to be copying it.
So just save your questions, guys, and after Xeni's done, she'll let you know when to start, and then it can be your questions about what we're talking about tonight or anything about YouTube, anything you want to talk about. It's photography, videography, and anything YouTube related. And just make sure to highlight our name when the time comes. Xenia will copy them over, and then we'll get to them. So, all right, folks, without further ado, let's get into it. Xenia, you ready?
So our focus of the day today is copyright, and we'll talk about what happened this week and how to deal with it for your channel if it happens to you. So maybe you have heard, maybe you haven't, but there have been announcements in the last couple of days about Alf Digital, the company that has been hacked and copyright striked a couple of YouTubers, including such big YouTubers as PewDiePie, who has 102 million subscribers, and James Charles with 16.6 million subscribers. It is a media content house in India who produces TV movies, full feature movies, and other content as well. And James Charles went on Twitter saying that his video got taken down. It literally had nothing to do with anything else, just James Charles himself about 2019 and what was going on with him. So there was no content whatsoever to claim, but it still was taken down at the time. PewDiePie, at the same day, lost three latest videos, which potentially could have cost him a loss of the whole channel, because as you will see later on, and if you don't know just yet, if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel gets terminated. So even if it happens with one day with 3 separate strikes, you can still get your channel terminated, and that almost happened to PewDiePie. Videos were unavailable for a good while. As of now, both James Charles videos and PewDiePie's videos have been reinstated. And in fact, we went digging in Alf Digital social medias that are not too many out there. They do have some YouTube channel that is not really sizable, but they do have Facebook page as well available. And there they issued yesterday somewhat an apology, somewhat an explanation, and somewhat even an email ID for justice warriors to jump onto. Yes, Alf Digital came out with apology, saying that they were not the ones that got copyright striking the James Charles, PewDiePie, and some other YouTubers as well. In fact, they said that they got hacked. So although it was claiming that Alf Digital was the claimant, they in fact got hacked themselves, and the hacker used their system to falsely claim different random videos, including these two big YouTubers as well. And you can check the apology letter on their Facebook page as well, Alf Digital, including the email that actually got into their system. So that was pretty interesting. Now, as well as hundreds of YouTube creators were hit with a wave of false copyright claims from a Studio 71, and that's another name. So if you see in your emails, if you get copyright striked and you see in your emails Alf Digital or Studio 71 with different other letters or numbers afterwards, and I'm going to post here in the chat just an example, Studio 7112, Studio 7125, and so on. Now those, this channel or media house have been a problem for a while now, and have been especially active again starting this new year. It has been claiming videos from 6, 7, 10 years ago. It has been claiming copyright on videos that are sitting in people's libraries. And according to creators reports on Reddit that we have gotten to, Studio 71 is actually a multi-channel network company which is founded in Germany and owned by a German TV company, although it claims that it is based in US. So that's kind of pretty fishy. And to look to the other side of that, not only it's fishy between Germany and US, this company is also part of YouTube Trusted Flaggers program, which makes it so much harder to release the claims, to complain about them, since they have been verified by YouTube as YouTube Trusted Flaggers. So those are actually people, if you don't know, who actually go and claim your videos if they are violation in copyright or community guidelines. Now, people have been trying to appeal these claims as well as strikes from Studio 71 recently. The recent ones have been released. As for older ones, there is no information if it has been any changes or not. But if you have received it lately from Studio 71, you can try and appeal it, and apparently it gets released as soon as YouTube gets notified by it. So just keep an eye on it. If that's something you get in your email or on your channel. And we're going to let you know how you can actually see if you have a copyright strike or you have a copyright claim, and explain you the differences from those. You can see the restrictions on your videos in two ways. Now, one way, and that applies for your copyright strikes, is on the left side of your YouTube Studio Beta. There, under the analytics and comments section, you can see a little tab that's called copyright. Now, when you click on that, you not only can see the videos that have been used from your channel, you will also see videos that have been claimed as a copyright strike that you have used. So if you have any copyright strikes, those are going to show up there. In addition to that, if you do receive a copyright strike, you do receive an email about it, as well as notification in red on your YouTube Studio dashboard in big red letters that you do have a strike. So if you do have a strike, you can't miss it. If you don't receive email, YouTube Studio Beta dashboard notification, as well as there is nothing in this copyright tab, most likely it is false. There have been cases where people have been receiving just emails and nothing else shows up anywhere. Most likely it's false. So please, before you click any links or anything that they ask you to do in email, check out the address so it doesn't turn into your channel being hacked altogether. Also, now there is a new tab, and that has been starting only this month, so you might not have it just yet. But YouTube has added a restrictions tab on videos, and there you'll be able to see if the video is partially monetized, as well if you have any claims on the video or strikes as well. So you go on your YouTube dashboard videos on YouTube Studio Beta, and there's a new tab right between monetization and the date of the video, where if there are any restrictions, you're going to be able to see them. If there are none, then it just says none. Now, there is no tab as such for live streams just yet. So that part only is going to come into email if it is for live streams. I hope that they update that and add it to live streams later on as well, since it is a new feature. Now, what if you don't have a button? You should be having that button soon. If you don't have it, it's been rolling out. The copyright button have been rolling out in the last couple of months, and as I said, the restrictions tab, that's just literally recent, just this past month, so it should be there. Check it out. Now, make sure that you're checking it out in YouTube Studio Beta and not the classic one, because there you're not going to see it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to cover a couple of things about copyright off the bat. We've talked about these in the past, but just a couple of key points that come up every now and then. First off, copyright has nothing to do with monetized or not monetized. If you choose not to monetize, you don't have to worry about copyright strikes. You most certainly have to worry about them. You can get one on the day you joined. If you put up 3 videos with copyright material and you get hit, you can have your channel taken down on the first day as well. So just some quick notes on that stuff. Being monetized has no bearing whatsoever on... God, our music was shut off. I was wondering why it was so quiet. So, monetized or not monetized, you can still get copyright strikes. A copyright claim is different versus a strike in the point that you basically they've known that it is copyright music, it's shown up, but the creator, not even the creator, the owner of the work has agreed to share profit with you. If you're big enough, maybe on a cover or something like that, but most likely they're taking all the profit from your video. If you're okay with that, that's fine. Just heed this one little piece of advice. Music gets bought and sold all the time, sometimes 20, 30, 40,000 songs in a catalog. And what's shareable today, tomorrow is an outright copyright strike. And no, you don't get an exemption from it. If you had it up 6 years and it's going great and you got 2 million views on it, and you didn't care about the money and the owner of it is receiving it, and all of a sudden decides that's part of the catalog that's sold and the new owner doesn't want to share it, they change the terms, you're going to get a copyright strike. So always remember, you are kind of taking a risky move every time you play around with anything copyright, especially music, but anything can be copyrighted, of course, video footage, etc., etc. So don't ever think you're safe. This is another one I want to tell you guys about. It doesn't matter how much you use. There's no okay amount of copyright footage that will protect you. There's no, if you only use 1/5 of the song, if you only play the intro, if you play the parts where there's no words, none of that. None of that has any bearing. Any of it can get you a copyright strike. There is no set amount or minimum amount or maximum amount that you can play without getting a possibility of getting a strike. 0.001 seconds, Rodney, you might get away with it, but I wouldn't still guarantee it. But just to say, there is people. I even hear it in other live streams that are like, okay, guys, as long as you play 1/8 of the song and you do this while you're watching it, you're going to be fine. Nothing of that counts. Nothing that makes difference. Welcome back, X Country. Oh God, this is a great channel. I just joined the other day. X Country Adventures. Great to have you in here. There you go. Got to your wrench. What a fantastic looking channel, guys. So, yes, just be careful with copyright music, guys. It is always a loaded, I don't even want to say the term now in case, God forbid, with the yellow coin sticks, because I said that at this point. But I always advise avoiding it at all costs. We've used it in 2 videos. One of them was an accident because we didn't know it was actually an Aboriginal wedding, our very first video we did. The first song in that video tripped it off, which we would have never guessed. And the other one is, of course, from the Cheers video. The Cheers video we're quite comfortable with because it's not a song owned by any record company. It's owned by the actual television station. That type of music tends not to get bought and sold too often. But still, it's a risk. We could still wake up tomorrow and get a copyright strike onto it. We're just playing the odds, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But be very, very careful with it, because every time you do, it can backfire. And we've had people come in here. I don't know what happened. The song has been 6 years. Either somebody bought it and changed the terms. B, they didn't look up the terms, and it's like somebody that speeds through your house every day that goes through the stop sign. Well, that's all great and fine and dandy until one day when the cops are there. It's only a law once you get caught doing it. The algorithm's not perfect, but it doesn't mean it's done. And it could show up a long time after and hit you up for doing it. So best advice is to stay away from it at all costs. And last point about copyright music. Disclaimers do not mean anything. Anything. You can quote Article 2, Section 6 of the 1976 agreement of blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to do, you can put it in the beginning of the video. You can put it in the description. You can put it in your about section. Those disclaimers mean nothing. They will not help you. YouTube will not even bat an eye at them. And on top of that, always remember, when you get in with a copyright strike, as Xavier was telling you a while ago, you're seeing firsthand, YouTube is not involved into that process. That is between you and the one putting the copyright claim onto it. And we had a channel that had over 3 million subscribers, a German songwriter who got a copyright claim, a false one, on his own song, on his own music. And he has lawyers that work for, like, under retainer, because he's a very well-known composer. He's always doing musical agreements that you have to do with music. So in the end, he took, I think it was 3.5 months to get his song back.
Yeah.
So it can happen to anybody. So yeah, just be diligent with it. And I wanted to give some people some notes, because it's always a good update on that, because we hear a lot of misconceptions out there, and a lot of these kind of things being said. There's no exceptions for copyright, guys. Once you're into it, you're playing. You're honestly playing with fire. And I don't want to be dramatic, but look at PewDiePie. These were false claims. But if you had 3 legitimate copyright strikes against you for using music, just music you like from your top 40, whatever genre you like, your channel's gone. It's gone. It's gone, and YouTube is not going to bat an eye at it, and they won't. This was all put in place, and it's very reckless the way it's done. It's very Wild West in that everybody's almost deputized to go around checking for it. Claim as their own, because YouTube left that go on too long, and the big record companies got very sick of it, and they threatened to sue YouTube to the point of putting them out of business to receive rights on music that was played here illegally. So once again, it sounds a little bit like our conversation last night with Copa, doesn't it?
Yeah, and in fact, we had actually 2 of our guests from interviews, and if you are just joining our channel, you probably don't know, we have lots of amazing interviews on our homepage as well. Sonny Greenwich, he had the same situation with his songs. He's a musician living right now overseas, but he's a Canadian musician, and every time he would sing his own songs, he would get a claim or a strike, and he would actually have to wait till the company, the recording studio, would pay him out instead of trying to solve it through YouTube, because that would take forever. And then we had Gives a Minute, who is our Australian friend, who had claims and strikes in one day, 8 of them, on his ASMR experimental channel. And guess what was the sounds that got striked? He had a vase of seashells. And basically, the sounds was him dropping seashells into the glass vase. That got a strike, and a couple other videos as well. So he went to bed, everything was fine, woke up, channel gone.
Yep.
And he wasn't, he was, I think it's at like 20 something.
18,000.
Yeah, subscribers. Channel was gone. There was no way of contacting YouTube at the time because that was, I think, a year and a half or two ago now. And since then, some things have been changed, thankfully. But it took him a good couple of days to get in touch with anybody close to YouTube to even understand what was going on and to try to reinstate his channel, because obviously the claims were false, the strikes were false, but because there were more than 2 strikes, he lost his channel like this. So even if somebody tries to troll you, so to say, it's still possible, unfortunately, and it takes time to get your channel back. It is a bit easier now than it was when it happened to Gives a Minute, but nevertheless, there have been channels that have been losing everything just because of the strikes. So yeah, that is nasty. That it is.
You have to respect this platform, guys, because we're all very vulnerable on here. And size doesn't protect you from that. And there's channels that have lost at 600,000. That one girl you were talking about, she had over 600,000. Mm-hmm. Her channel got lost in basically, for what they can figure out after all those months, looked like some sort of storage error. And her channel went bye-bye. And she had to start over. Over 600,000 subscribers, back to square one, not even the same channel, with a new channel, rebuilding it all from scratch. That's how vulnerable we are on here. We have no agreements, no protection, no nothing. All those terms of services they keep talking about as COPA's coming around again and Greentown and all that. On our side, all it is for YouTube. We're not covered here. That's just the way it is. What's going on this fantastic hashtag Taco Tuesday? I love that. Pasta Bad Boys. I love it. It's Kitchen Not. Great to see you, by the way.
By the way, I wanted to mention that Grimes Fines is jumping through the heaps and getting close to 20K. And just 2 days ago, they were at 16. And now, today, I'm pretty sure he's going to hit his 20K by the end of the day. He's at 19.6. And yes, we usually don't talk about that. But this channel just started a couple months ago and have been passing by like a speed rocket. So check out Grimes Fines if you haven't yet. Amazing channel, will be in millions by the end of the year.
About 3.5 months ago, we celebrated him hitting 4,000 here in the chat. Unreal.
Check him out.
There he is, folks. There he is.
Congratulations.
19.6 thousand subscribers. There you go. That should be inspiration, guys. There's your inspiration. It just shows you it can happen on here. Great content, great work, great networking, all that great stuff. They all play together. And just getting the right connections together. So all those things all play into hand. There you go.
Also some collabs with some great multi-million subscribers as well. That definitely helps too. And I mean, his content is amazing too. They know what they're doing.
Go in one of his premieres, guys, and you'll see what it's like in there. You'll see how many people are involved in that. That is fantastic. Couldn't be happier for you. That is absolutely awesome.
Yes, Swoop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was talking about Swoop. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. See, I didn't even know the name. Pixel P is she's more trendier than I am. She's keeping me going here. I love that.
Yeah. But there you go. Phantasmic Chronicles. This is a great example. Grimes Fines is a great example of how you can grow like this. Because they have just started their channel. They, they utilized the new channel push that YouTube usually gives to the newly created channels, and amazing content right from the get-go. So, White Tiger Unplugged, thank you so much. Challenges because of you guys went from 42 to over 400 in 2 weeks. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, good to see you. Thank you so much, Pixel P Alive. Yeah, I forgot her name, but that's exactly who I was talking about. Lakeshore Paranormal is here as well. Hello, how are you? We're talking about copyright and what to do with copyright claims and strikes. Now, a little bit more about, a little bit, a tiny bit more.
Oh, God.
Okay. So Andrew already dived into what is the difference between the claims and copyrights. I just wanted to let you know what to do in one or the other option, because the consequences are different and the way you can deal with it are different as well. Some of them are pretty new, so you might not know them just yet. So talking about claims right now. Claims doesn't affect your channel with any limitations of features of whatsoever. It doesn't affect your channel, but you can have a couple consequences. One of them, your copyrighted content in the video might be muted. It might be blocked in certain countries, for example. So your video is okay in US, for example, but is blocked in Canada. That happens. Also, it could be claimed partially or altogether for your monetization if you are monetized. So if you're monetized, you might be sharing your revenue, and even if it's just 3 seconds of the music that you have been using or a picture or whatever it is, they will claim partially your revenue for that video, or they might claim it altogether. It depends what they decide to do, okay? Now, according to the new policy on copyright, and that has been just recently in a couple of months, and thankfully they have implemented that, now when somebody claims your video, they actually have to claim the exact timestamp. So exact from to how many seconds are they claiming. And what that allows you to do is by clicking on that timestamp, it will directly guide you to the YouTube edit tool, which allows you to deal with this issue. So you can either leave it alone and not to do anything because really it doesn't affect your channel whatsoever, or you can either mute the music altogether. So if it's just the music, you can mute it and video is going to play for those 7 seconds without any sound. You can replace the music with any music from a YouTube audio library. So that option is going to be there as well. Or you can cut that piece out. If it is both, for example, the video and the visual, or it's maybe just the visual, you can actually trim out that portion of the video. A YouTube editor now allows you to do that, which is fantastic because once you get rid of that piece, it releases the claim altogether automatically. So you can deal with that way as well. Now you're going to remember that if it is a live stream and you trim it out, it will disable your chat. So chat is not going to be available anymore for viewing. But other than that, you can actually go and re-edit that video in the new YouTube Studio editor, and that will allow you to get back the control of your video, which is super cool. Because before, it was just a claim. You didn't even know what were they claiming. Now they have to specify exactly where, what, and what time stamp exactly is it. So that's a cool thing they added.
Great to see all the folks in here, by the way, coming in and that. It's a pleasure to see you all. We got True North Angler in the house, Mama TTV, La Vida, Jose is in the house, Josue is in the house, excuse me. See, I slipped onto it. I slipped. Salvatore Vincent Guerra is in the house. Octai Dogan is in the house, or somebody else said hi. SMT Mainline, how are you? Anybody else we missed? It's a pleasure to have you all. Yes, folks, I'm a little crabby tonight. We are limited monetization once again, folks. Second night in a row because we're talking about YouTube. So if you guys can hit that like button and tweet it out, it will really, really help out a lot. So thank you so much for your time. Camera down the throat to stomach. Hope not seeing camera. Dentist said at least one root canal, maybe 2, and my doctor ordered a colonoscopy. Oh, hope for good results, Ralph's Trucking. A lot of times it's just to make sure. So hoping, crossing our fingers, all kinds of good news come your way, my friend. I'm very crabby, CB Scratchers. Great to have you aboard. Great to have you aboard. I like cranky, especially tonight. True North Angler as well meant to say hi to you. Hope you're doing fantastic this evening. Great to see you. Involuntary background music. That was another thing to talk about as well.
Yeah,
yes.
But before that, let's talk about copyright strike.
Okay.
And then we'll answer the questions that I do have here already.
All right, folks. She's chilling the loose. Cabin Life with Glenda Maureen. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Yes, Vinceland. Yes, pretty much.
I'm sorry. I was talking. Once again.
I'm sticking to the plan here, so now then we can get to the questions.
Alrighty, Coach.
So that was the part about the claims that doesn't affect your channel whatsoever, and you can actually get rid of them. Now, copyright is completely different subject altogether. You get a strike, and first one acts as a warning, which is kind of like one time out of jail card for you. But once you get that, that's it. You're even when it expires, that's it. You only get it once in a lifetime, so to say. The first time, and this is new, fairly new, the first time you get a copyright strike, you'll need to go through a copyright school. Yes, there is such thing as copyright school. So if you have had a driver's license with points, you might know that sometimes you have to go back and do the traffic school again. Well, this is kind of the same thing. It's a copyright school that you have to go through, and only then they let you release it, so to say. Now you can go and check it out afterwards. I include that link afterwards in the description as well.
Do you have to bring your documents?
You might, I don't know. I tried to fill it out today, so that was pretty interesting.
We need John here.
Yeah.
Supernatural Lost Adventures, how are you?
Now, they do that to let you understand how copyright works. It basically explains how it works and talks about everything that we're just talking about as well. Copyright strikes might affect our ability to monetize. In addition, and that is part of that, it is a little bit different. If you live stream and you get a copyright strike while you're live streaming, or on archived live streams as well, even with one strike, you lose access for live streaming for 90 days. And that's a little bit different than it is for videos, because when you do it in video, the first one gets you 2 weeks off. Yeah, so first thing for live streams is not only the ones that are live, but also the archived ones. So even when you have had live stream and then you go in and list it, it can still get a copyright strike. Because I have seen people going live, playing music or singing or whatever they're doing. They're having a club night on Friday live. And then unlisting it, thinking that, well, I didn't get a copyright strike while I was live, I most definitely am not going to get it afterwards. Well, you can. Even when it is unlisted, you can still get a copyright strike. And if you do, you lose your ability to live stream for 90 days, even if it is one strike only. So that's something to think about. That is fairly new as well. So if you get 3 copyright strikes, your account, along with any associated channels, is subject to termination. That means if you do have a brand channel and you do have a couple other channels associated with the same brand channel or the same email address, all of those accounts will be terminated with 3 strikes. And as you heard before, you can sometimes have them all in one day. You don't even have to wait, for nothing. They do expire after 90 days, so they are on the rolling program. Within 90 days usually is this 3 strikes. So if the first one was 95 days ago, well, that kind of deletes, the same as your driving license points. The new thing about the Monetized channels, which is super great and would have helped the Gives a Minute with his channel and getting his channel back, is that if you are monetized, then you get your channel taken down. You get a grace period of 7 days, which gives you an access to your channel. You can't post anything, you can't communicate with your viewers or anything like that, but it gives you access to your channel to check what exactly have been claimed, and you can use a copyright tool to communicate with YouTube and appeal the copyright. This is new, and that might actually save your channel, but you have to be monetized to have this feature.
Two Real Geeks, I just want to address this one. Now, what if you're live streaming with a group of people, who gets to strike the host? It's always the host, always the host. Yeah. It's not going to hit the others. But if you ever lose your channel on here, and you're right, you're by rights not supposed to appear on anybody else's live stream either, not just your own videos, but you're not supposed to be on other people's channels too, just as a side note. So you can't even skip around that way because somebody could report you. And the other one, somebody was asking, if you impersonate somebody else, can you get a copyright strike? Maybe if you sing extremely close to them, it has happened. But if you mean like just impersonating them without singing and stuff like that, no, but you can get hit with a community strike though, depending what the nature of it was, and those laws have just been stepped up. So, sorry, I just wanted to answer those two.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for the questions.
And No Man on Broke says, I got a copyright claim on an unlisted video before I was monetized. Exactly.
Definitely. So now what you can do about it is you can wait for it to expire. As I said, at 90 days rolling for every strike. Just be aware of not to collect all 3 within 90 days. You can get a retraction, so you can actually contact the person who claimed your video, because when somebody claims your video as a copyright strike, you actually can see who did it. And you can go to their channel and contact them through social media, I would suggest privately, or through email, and ask them to retract it, and they can do that if they feel inclined to, or you did maybe it not with a harmful intentions. Or you can submit a counter notification that is available also in that copyright section that we were showing you earlier before, and then it will be reviewed. Now you got to remember that it is between you and the third party and not between you and YouTube. Really, YouTube washes off their hands and says, we have nothing to do with this. You guys, play it all out. It's like parents with kids. Solve it all out between you two, and we have nothing to do with it. And that's exactly how it is. So it's not YouTube who's going to solve your copyright. It is the third party who is going to solve it or not. And oftentimes people go to court with it if it gets to be serious. So sometimes it's worse to retract it if you know it is a third party with a bogus fake claim, like it was with PewDiePie and James Charles today. And sometimes it's not, because if you do appeal it, for example, if you do appeal the claim from the legit company and it comes back as false, they actually can strike your channel instead. This has happened before as well. So that's one thing to remember. And the last thing, and very important thing, is do not delete your videos or live streams that have been already striked. So if you do get a strike, do not delete your video or live stream in a moment of panic. Lots of people do it. It's not gonna delete your strike whatsoever, and actually gonna give you less leverage to fight your copyright strike.
That's right, guys. Yeah. A lot of important information, guys. It is not something to fool around. Just remember, if you created something and your hard work went into it and somebody else is using it, I know this sounds like an old cliche something, but it's true. How would you feel about it? There's a reason why there's laws out there to protect people. And backwoods Billy Craft Beer Reviews put it perfectly. Copyright law is referred to as intellectual property law. Once you publish a YouTube video, it's technically copywritten, an intellectual property of yours. Exactly. It's a little harder. The more you go up into it, the more protection you build onto it, the more recourse you have on it. But like a lot of songwriters, some to this day still use it, a little hidden way to kind of protect yourself when you're just starting out was, I don't know, do you know this? They would write a song and then you send it to yourself. Because the postmaster's stamp is a sign of a bond, almost like going to a notary or a lawyer. And that was one way of getting around it when you don't have much money. Sealed up, they take it in, and they would get the postmaster preferably to stamp it across the envelope if they can get them to do it twice, once there, once on the stamp, and use that as a form of means of recourse should something happen to them. Good evening, Phantom Flight 101 is in the house. Herman, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Glenn's Life with Glenn and Maureen. Good info, thank you. We only use our own original music for our videos. The more you can do that, the better. The more you can do it, the better. And be careful, guys, once again, about anybody on YouTube and stuff like that. Free music, free videos, etc., etc. We're using MU Free Music. We know about MU Free Music, trust MU Free Music, etc. But be very wary, guys. Do your due diligence, check songs out. Make sure that happens all the time. People are giving away music on here that is not free, not their property, any shape or so. So please do your due diligence and make sure what you're using is bona fide free music for you.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to use something, do contact the owners. For example, yesterday when we were talking about the COPPA discussion, they were broadcasted. The live stream was broadcasted in 2 places. One was by kind of like a state streaming service, and the other was by the organizers of the stream, Tech Freedom. So we contacted both because it was last minute, basically, and the streaming service replied that we have to pay for it.
Yep.
So if we would have used their clips, which we initially wanted to do, we would have had a copyright strike because it is copyrighted by this streaming service. Now, Tech Freedom allowed us to use it, and I explicitly said it in the email from the president that we can use it in our live stream. which was fine, and that's the way you get the permission. But imagine if we wouldn't have asked and just automatically have used the streaming services, state streaming service, which you would think it's owned by state, it's for free, right? It's public domain. Well, no, not everything is public domain, apparently. You have to pay for it. So if we would have used it, we would have gotten a strike. You got to be really careful, and it's better to ask. It's better to ask and get a permission than have a possibility of strike.
Backwoods Billy, I love that you said that, and that's why I don't, guys. You can never judge a book by its cover. Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Review says, yeah, I look like a big redneck, but I have a few advanced degrees, one of which is a JD, a law degree. I used to manage money, retired now. That's right, my friend. I never thought that for a moment and really enjoyed your point. You made a good one. Texas Rider, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope all is great. Actually, let's just go back up to Two Real Geeks and you can answer what you wanted to say a while ago about that point. He brought it up again. It's a great example.
I do a lot of theme park videos. To Real Geek says, what do I do about the music they play in the park, or is that okay due to the park playing it? There have been changes, I think in August, about copyright, and in fact that video is linked down below in the description when we talked about the changes, the 5-second rule that everybody misunderstood. What it means is, yes, in a way, you can have music playing in the background. If you, let's say, you're vlogging and you don't know that the music is playing, all of a sudden you go into the restaurant and you're eating while the restaurant is playing the music. You're not interacting with it. It's just there in the background and it's not the focus of your video, then it's fine. But if you are in the concert or if you are in an event where the focus of the event is that music and you are taking a video of that event, that it is purposeful, it is interaction with music, and therefore it can be claimed as a copyright.
You can't be at the state fair where Bon Jovi's playing and say it was an accident.
Yeah.
You walk by a tent where there's music playing past the tent. You're through, like Xenia said, a restaurant. It has to show it has to really be harmlessly done. And like Xenia said, nowhere near the focal point of the video.
Yeah, and then they explicitly focus on no interaction with it. So you can't start dancing to it or singing along the tunes because that is direct interaction, and that right away is not allowed. And if you want to know more about those changes, I did link the video that we talked about. It's timestamped, so it will land you right on the start of the theme. We listed out all of the changes about the copyright that have started in effect in August.
Skies took my drone. Thank you so much for that, and hope you're doing fantastic tonight. That is awesome. I also see you change your avatar. Great to see you, and thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. Barrel Boy Woods, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Crystals, Pets, and Plants is in the house. How are you? Kaylin Strickland, could I get a copyright on a music-free video of me opening a package from a viewer? What you're doing on the video has no plan to it. If the music's copyright and you're using it, because I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out how the opening the package would change anything. It would be the same as any other video. If you sit down, you open it up with a top 40 hit playing in the background while you're doing it in your living room, you can't claim unintentional, like we were just talking about intent or anything. If it's there, it's there. You know it's there. That would be only for like live events, areas where you were at, where you had no way of getting around it or knowing it was coming. If you can give me a little bit more, because I'm wondering if the package had something to play with it that maybe I'm missing. So
yeah, and maybe you can describe a little bit more what the video would be about, because I kind of can't imagine how would music get into that. So
it comes at the park. You're okay, Two Real Geeks to a certain extent, but you really still got to try and avoid. Like you can't sit there for hours with it, or sit there predominantly. You're supposed to try to be almost, lamest terms, you almost have to be like you're kind of annoyed by it. Not only no interaction, but you're actually would like to get away from it. You're wishing they would stop. If you can think in that mind frame, that's how you have to treat music that's being played at those parks, and that you can't kind of just suck it up and say, oh, well, I'm standing right beside them blaring, I don't know, whatever song is going right now. You have to do as much due diligence as possible to get away from it, to not interact. Like Xenia said, it's a good point. You can't show your tapping your hand to it and dancing to it and all those things. Oh my God, almighty, Dole Whip Dad is in the house. Happy Tech Talk Tuesday, Pusa Studios. Long time no see. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you, by the way. Hope you're doing fantastic. Good to see you. Do you have a video on how to appeal it?
Now, we don't have a video, but I will put the links out in the description afterwards with where to go to appeal it. If you can't find it, there are direct links that will guide you to the appeal section. So after the live stream, I will add those in the description so you can go and check it out. As I said, you also can click on Get Action right by the video that got claimed, and that will directly guide you to the appeal section as well. I would suggest just muting that part though. Thrifting Tomba said that they got a claim for a sound of the toy that they were reviewing on a private video. So I would just go in your editor and mute that part where the toy makes the sound, and that would release the claim.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Thrifting Goomba, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Was Thrifting Goomba asked that question? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dole Whip Dad.
Yes,
Yeah,
I just said hi. I just wished Happy New Year to him.
Fantastic Chronicles. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that.
We're not listening to each other tonight at all.
No.
Artem Morbid. Oh my God, we were just talking about you a while ago. Pixel Pia was talking about you. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Yeah, guys, great conversation. We're going to get into all the other questions in a minute. We're just talking right now about what was going on with PewDiePie and that, and about the false claims, and just make sure to check. Remember, folks, there's a lot of big coming, especially places, once again, and I'm not picking on geographical locations. Here's somebody asked this last time, and I don't know if I answered it or not. People asked why those certain countries like Romania, Ukraine, etc. and that. In short, very low cost higher education, very well educated engineers, computer engineers, etc. come out of there with very little work. That's the reason why you tend to hear about those countries a lot in these type of events. So that's the answer to that. Why? What are they doing? They're going around and putting tons of copyright. I like Ben Sound's music. I used them a lot in the past. I started getting copyright claims on those. Once again, not strikes, claims. Because why 99% of the people say, oh, well, whatever. It's only a couple of bucks. I'm not worried about it. But just think if you do that to 200,000-300,000 songs a month. That couple of bucks adds up. Think about it. Say $3 a month, on average, over 100,000 videos. It's a pretty good payday, in my opinion. So there is a lot to be gained out of it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. Be diligent. If you get a claim from anybody, the first thing to do is copy the name and go and look it up. Go see what they have. And a lot of times they'll have like ridiculous Twitter accounts with, I don't know, 5,000 followers, and they've only had 3 tweets in the last year, and nothing has to do with their music. Facebook accounts, kind of the same thing. No official website and that. You usually can get a pretty quick hand right away if it's a scam or not. Farmall Fanatics in the house. You know what that means? I'm going to crank up the echo. Mr. Boom is in the house.
Oh, my
there
God.
you go. Farmall. Farmall. Get ready, folks. He's got another video. He's doing his videos are getting a ton of watch time. He is doing fantastic, as well as the Grow Friday coming in just a couple of days, guys, as well. That's right. There's going to be a bunch of channels all together. It's like a relay race of networking. It's interesting. Last year started that. It's a really interesting concept, guys. Good place to meet a lot of people. Do you recommend an area where we can find music that can be used on YouTube that is free use? I'm assuming you mean Two Real Geek. Go to your creator studio and then go under creator. I never remember the exact. I have a direct link to it. That's why. Actually,
in the left side, it actually has now a tab about audio.
Oh, it does. That's
yeah,
right.
audio library.
See, I have it on my Start Me, and I just go to that. So there you go. Audio library. It's right there under the monetization tab. You scroll down to your left, where the dashboard, videos, playlists, etc. Just scroll down about 3/4 of the way to the bottom, and there it is, right there. Audio library. It is a fantastic tool. Here you go. I'll give you a little share of it. Right here, and everybody says, "Oh, the music's all crap." There is some decent stuff into it. Dig around, look around.
They add new all the time.
Exactly. Look, there's all kinds of news right here. All kinds of news right there for you, and you can search by genre. You can search by mood, what instrument predominant into it, the duration of it, and attribution. What is the difference if we go to attribution required? If we click on, say, Heroes theme, this song is free to use, but you have to copy over the attribution here and paste it into the description of your video. And you can always tell if the song needs attribution because it has the symbol right there for Creative Commons attribution. Or you can put it to attribution not required and have solely ones that you don't have to put anything. Just download and go. And right here on the side, you can preview all of them. Since these ones, we can try any of them. You don't even have to put the name. Well, that's a nifty little tune, isn't it? So there you go, folks. There you go. Oh, there we go. We're going to go for Submarine, Hip Hop, and Rap Bright. I'm just going to get... there you go. There you go, guys. So music for everybody, all kinds of different stuff in here, and there is some good ones in between. Takes a little digging, but you know what? Have a little fun with it. Go in and just spend an evening just digging around in there and see what you can come up with. So
yeah, we could also suggest to check out MU free music for your videos. That what we have been using for over
we're rocking to it right now.
Year and a half. Yeah, we're rocking to it right now, and solely using MU free original music.
I'm all caught up in Family Guy when he's a DJ. I was backing you up. Talk away. I'm giving you the tracks. I'm trying to get you stoked.
Yes.
Let's do it, guys.
So you definitely can check that out. We also always have the link to Mute in our video description. So that's somewhere to go.
I'm going to stoke you once again. Say it. Say it loud. MU free music, folks. Make sure to check them out, guys. Right up in the top right corner right there. Link in the description, folks. Fantastic music. There you go. See, just like that.
Yeah, another version is also find music from before 1926, I think it is, where
right.
It is copyright free because copyright didn't apply for that time.
So if you're a skateboarding channel, new on the cutting edge and into Roblox, and you want to hear Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cat and the Fiddle at 78 speed and high pitch, you see you can go that route as well.
Well, you can mix it yourself, you know.
Hey Diddle Diddle, it'll be like that, one of those real fast ones.
There you go, yes.
That's right.
So we do have questions about copyright and some other questions here as well, as it is Tech Talk Tuesday, and we get to your questions already, and we'll follow up with the other ones too. If you do have any questions, remember to put @Push Studios in the chat so I can see it and copy, and we will ask them to you and to Andrew. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the questions. I don't know what's going on with my husband today.
Let him out, hun. Let's roll it. Roll with it, hun. Roll with it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Pixel Be Live was saying, if I use someone's music and I have the letter where they gave the freeware information and they later changed their name, can they strike me?
They later changed the name of the band?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to need some legal proof then of it. The thing is with that, you got to remember, as smaller channels, the bigger the job it's going to be to deal with stuff like that. That's one thing. As you get bigger, you know, it's a little easier to mingle around. But I'm still weary about using other people's music, even if it's like bands up and coming. Because what if they get signed and then they record that song and then it becomes owned and stuff like that?
Usually, it is it is not backdated. Usually, but it has been cases where people do claim the songs that have been backdated. Even I know, for example, Epidemic Sound, a lot of creators are using, have been getting some of their songs claimed. And then, fortunate thing is about Epidemic Sound, though, that they are the ones dealing with YouTube as a third party. Then you don't have to do it. But nevertheless, nothing is really safe.
No.
Okay. Dolby Dad says name doesn't matter, ownership doesn't leave just because of a name change. No,
that's the point. The only thing I'm talking about is just that it just becomes a bit more of a headache because you're going through the owner just as long as the band. Why I don't like using copyrighted stuff or other people's stuff. I know what bands are like. I know how they can fight and everything can change. And then the one's gone that gave the permission. The next one's in there. The drummer left. He's the one who gave the permission. He spoke for the band. He's out. Now they get the bass player. He's taking control. They got a new drummer in, and they're as ornery as possible, and they just ignore you when it happens like that. They don't even try to make it. I don't know. I'm just always been weary about it. I just find it better off to stay as far away from it as humanly possible. That's just our way of looking at it. That's just our opinion. Usually ensues problems.
Phantom FPV. Hello, how are you? I do see you. Hello. Get it in writing. Yes, that's right. Mukbang Sully. Yes.
I got no water to down. I drink all the coffee, but then I'll have to run to the loo in about 5 minutes if I drink all this coffee down. Like he chugs his water and he does that.
Heartful Mom asked about a similar question, but a little slight difference, and I just wanted to address that as well. Can you have a radio playing in the background of a video or a CD? I'm asking because when we are homeschooling, I would like to include maybe the music on for our study or something of that sort. No, unless it is copyright free, because this is a case where it would be purposely used and interacted with. So no matter even if it is 5, 4, 3 or 1 second, it still can be claimed. So no popular music, no nursery rhymes that have copyright on them. Like kids CD. Sometimes you do have like CDs with music that come along with workbooks. Nothing unless you have explicit permission in writing or they're copyright free. If you do use them for your kids' purposes and then decide to upload, you can always mute that part of the song and replace it with one of the YouTube audio library like Andrew was just showing. But no, you can't just use it just because it's in the background. It still can be striked.
Replace it with death speed metal.
Yeah.
Phantom FPV. Let's try again. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Dole Whip Dad says, totally agree with you on that. Push says, I'm an epidemic sound guy. Here's the thing, because some people have asked us why we don't use them. We might start using them. Now we're starting to mix music up more. Why we didn't is because with the live stream, we pretty much stayed even keel on our music. We have a great agreement with MMU for music and love using them. For our weddings and that, too many people want to go too many different routes. So we've basically, for what we do for our type of business, is we let them pick from an array of places and then they pay us accordingly onto it. And so they have songs, we send them to a ton of sites, let them figure out what they want. But it is something we decided to start. Hello, just out with Val's Life playing Velicadron, just out. I hope you're having a good time, Lewis. That is awesome. Hope you guys are having fun.
I thought it's like Valcadrone, not Velocidrone or Velocadrone, whatever it is there.
It's a program they use.
Oh.
Yep.
I do get your questions here. Kaylin, I do have your question as well as Cubs Den. And Sunny J. Shores have a good point as well, that the educational loophole for copyright only applies to an accredited school. Yes, and then there's definitely different uses for the things that are copyrighted as well. Some you can use in a class and some you can't post on internet. So, there's always disclaimers on everything. And if you want to use something from the websites, you can always go down and they do have a copyright at the very bottom of the page, a copyright tab where you click on it and then you can try and read into what is allowed and what's not.
And just remember, guys, it doesn't apply solely to music. Remember, this is anybody's intellectual property of any type, video, images, etc., etc. You got to be really careful where you're getting your images from thumbnails. All those things, even parts of an image. Remember that it's not, well, I turned it a different color or I put a twirl on it or something like that. Just remember, everything is intellectual property on here that somebody's created. Is their property? Make sure you have the rights to use it. I found that even though rights to music, it is not from the YouTube library, it can easily pick up a false copyright.
Yeah, anything can pick up false copyright.
Yeah. Remember, we're still dealing with a computer when it's all said and done. The ability to pull out just parts of the song stems is freaking awesome. If you do use my referral, I'll get a free month. Oh, there you go. No problem. No, not a problem at all. Downsizing makes sense. How are you? I miss all the kisses. Oh yeah, I don't know. I still think I took a bit of a shock. Weekend RVing. Great to see you. Welcome. Great to have you in here. Yeah, I was getting kissed last week for my birthday from Xenia in lieu of Super Sticker Super Chat song, and I think I did take a bit of a shock to that myself.
CP Scratcher, if you do have a particular question about it, I can try and answer it today. I don't know if we're going to cover it all together, but if you have a particular question, I can try answer it.
Caribou Country, you made it back. Well,
Minus 40. Wow, it's coming here. I know it's coming here.
Yep.
Tomorrow is going to be plus for my birthday.
That's right.
And then at the end of the week is going to be double digits. Okay, Pixelpia Teaching and Learning as a teacher, reminding to everybody to give credit where credit is due, even when using Creative Commons. Even if people don't ask for it, just it's a common courtesy to put the referral in your description, the reference, in the description. So sometimes Creative Commons do require you to have that description. Who is it that you're using? Sometimes it says it doesn't matter, but it's just a good thing to use it anyway. You would want to have it if it would be your work, even if it's for free, right?
There was a little shot from my birthday last week, guys. There you go. And tomorrow is Xenia's birthday, folks. Tomorrow is Xenia's birthday, so we'll be on tomorrow night for her. So.
Oh, I have something for you guys. Keep an eye out for notification. You're gonna see it in the title. Oh, can't wait. Okay, then of course we have a question. Caribou, I thought, now I hope I answered and you can try it out with getting to your channel art and logo through either your YouTube channel customization that you can see those little blue rectangles when you go on your channel, or you can do it through your Google account. Now, I don't know if you're still using just a phone, so it might be a bit different there, so let us know about that.
Sunny J. Shores, I can answer yours quickly. It's always better to show your numbers. I mean, everybody has a right to hide them if they want. Just as a side note, that one I can catch right away. Always better to show them. And as a side note, if you're asking why we hide our likes and dislikes, it was because we were getting botted dislikes last year and getting 170 roughly every 10 minutes. When we had guests on, it doesn't look very good for the guests. But subscribers, hey, it's better off for you to have small ones. Either if you have smaller numbers, they're like, oh, their channel underway makes sense. Or if you have bigger numbers for the size of your channel, like, wow, this channel's really doing good. But to each their own.
Yeah, thank you so much for birthday wishes, by the way. Thank you so much. We're just reading the comments here. Okay, mine on traditional life was asking, is there a way to easily and quickly light my videos well, no matter the time of the day? Struggling with sunlight being inconsistent, but my LEDs take a long time to set up. In fact, Andrew has set up and changed all lighting here. And as you have probably seen in our videos, and now we're using 2 LED lights. The third one in the back is a fourth coming soon here as well. Do you have any suggestions for? No, of course he doesn't. Okay, so Andrew goes away, and I will tell you about LED.
I don't say I'm an expert on lighting. That's something that to this day, I kind of wing it and should know more about it. Honestly, I've kind of left it to those when I'm in the middle of a situation. And anybody who's ever done weddings before, any kind of corporate stuff and that, you need it constantly. Even lighting is the biggest thing, not overdoing it. I made a mistake when I bought these lights. One thing I regret is that they're not bicolor. And I was like, well, there's such good lights and I can work around it. And there is workarounds, but always go for bicolor. Don't overexpose yourself. Now it seems our best is right now is we're pretty much there for the front and it's setting them at a 45 angle for us. But you're pretty much going on a 3-point system. Lighting seems to be the best you can get to work with most scenarios. So I am enjoying the blue light in the back. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was. We've been trying to step up and change a lot of things, and that bothered us both for a long time. Was like, it's the same as we go live, and after like, God Almighty, we got to get on lighting. This is ridiculous. We're photographer, videographer, and the lighting sucks, and it sucked, big time, and it's still not fully there yet, but we're getting there. But just make it interesting. Like usually I'd have the lamp on the back, but I got to move it over more now to see us because where we sit and stuff like that. We're still in the middle of transition. Even lighting, don't overexpose yourself onto it. Keep it even. Try to avoid the shadows wherever possible. Side lights, indeed, love the set. Thank you so much, Ardo Morbid. It's feeling good. It's getting there. It's been a lot of work. the studio. And my wife now, she's gone back into it. She wanted
No,
to buy
I just wanted to add to it that first a tip would be close the shades. So because it's inconsistent, I would suggest to eliminate the sunlight whatsoever if that's what it is bothering you, and set up the lights as if you wouldn't have any of that external natural light. It's okay to have it, but if it is bothering you, that it's better to eliminate. And then the other tip from photography point of view is diffuse the light. It's never a good idea to have the light directly shine at you. So no matter what kind of light source you use, and for the longest time we actually used 2 floor lamps from IKEA. One of them is still here, by the way. You can use anything. It doesn't have to be a pro lights, but don't shine them right at you, because that's what creates this super exposed highlights and super harsh dark shadows, which make it really unnatural and really unpleasing. So you want to diffuse it. How you can do it: if your wall either behind you or in front of you is in light color, especially if it's white, you can focus one of the light sources towards it, so then it reflects it towards your face and diffuses it like a like a beam of light instead of just one splash. Then you can always have it in angles instead of being directly. And then if you do have a background, always think about the background lighting. It doesn't have to be different color like we have it here, but you can put a candle there or a different light source just to create that dimension and separation between you and the wall behind you, which will also create a different shades behind you and different shades on the sides of you, which will be more pronounced and more crisp. So that would be 3 tips from photography and video point of view that also applies for like video and live streaming. But like I said, you can use just a floor lamp or just even a flashlight on the batteries or things like that. It doesn't have to be a pro lamp. It's just the way you are setting them up. So once you set it and you have eliminated that sunlight, then you don't have to change it every time. You just come back to the same setup. And that's what the whole point of us doing it here was as well. Just living. Oh yes, that's a new setup for our for our OBS live streams there. So Rosorian Buck, good to see you. And yes, Artem Orbit is definitely also a person you can ask questions about the lighting. He's a super talented photographer. Please do check him out and definitely ask questions about the lighting.
Here's a couple I just shot quickly, guys. So there you go. There's kind of like a portrait view of what's going on. So now that kick light, I've set it up as well, kind of a reverse kick light, setting up on a tripod pole that's running up. And I think tonight it's perfectly set. It's not casting a blue hue on us anymore, but I angled it more down. So it's not illuminating the whole wall completely at the back, but it's putting a lot more focus on the part that's right behind us, as well as separating us from the background. And here's a little bit more from the side here. You can see, you can't see the light that's hanging out in the middle, but you can see where it's braced to. This has been a work in progress. This is built out of a stand that's made to hold 4 27-inch monitors, and started from there. So everything is mounted, and all the cameras here, the camera here now are A6400 we bought before Christmas, is all on sliders as well, and tripod sliders. Everything is just reversed. Everything is reverse engineered. I like to think of it as the MacGyver stand. The wires are horrible, I know. We got to clean them up. We took them out this afternoon. If you look above my monitor, there's a new 9-port USB hub that I put in behind the power packs. And there's another view of it from a little further out. So that's what we're working with right now. It's going to get cleaned up even more. So as you see, the lights are kind of on a 45 degree. These are 1x2 LED panels. These roll up. And the part was everything is used differently than what it was originally made for, but yet we can use all of it. If we need extras in our photography, videography, we can grab them right off the stand if we're ever stuck. So yeah, that's where it is right at this point. There'll always be additions to it.
The screen is bent.
Yeah, that's my baby. I waited a long time to get that. That's a 38-inch LG monitor, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So.
Now, we did start with an old webcam stacked up on top of stacked books.
Yep.
And 2 floor lamps from IKEA that we already had as part of our living room. So it's not necessary to have this to do live streams or videos. We have done a huge amount of videos, live streams, interviews, just with that setup, with books, old webcam, and 2 lamps from IKEA.
And our webcam is still hanging there.
Yeah, webcam is still hanging
It's
there.
still there. That's what we use now for if we have people on and stuff like that for them to see us. And once again, thank you to you. Bradley Height. Height, thank you so very much. Do appreciate it. So kind of you. And I was just going to say, it's from Super Chats and everything from you folks that built all that stand. It really is, guys. You guys are amazing. We've been trying to put as much as we can back into the show to get it better and better. And thank you so much, Bradley Height. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly, for supporting us. It is greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. The Life of SR here as well. Good to see you. And my non-traditional life, I just was answering as well. That's a good use of space if you don't have it, is use the corner of your room. So what you do is you would let the corner be in the back of you, sit the chair and the table in front of you. The table in front of you, the corner in the back. So literally you just have a tiny little triangle that you use for space and filming, and set yourself there, and then you don't have to move it. And you don't need huge space for live streaming.
Hey there, crap. My dad makes me watch. That's quite really great to see you, by the way, and thank you so much. And coffee, music as well. Great to see you.
Music. Speaking about coffee and music.
And Ortero Studios, you deserve all the support coming your way, Ortero Pasquez. Great to see all 3 of you. What a pleasure. Great to have you in.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Pixel be alive. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat, and amazing super questions today.
Thank you so very much. We do appreciate it, guys. And I know you said there is a lot of money now at this point into it. Yes. But
investment back.
Yes, exactly. We could have just sat there and grabbed it. Does help us. We don't want to just sit there and pound all. We do want the show to get better and better, and hopefully over time that will grow into more and more things. So that's why we're doing it as well. So we really owe you guys a ton of thanks for it. You really given us a lot of opportunities to do new things and to improve on what we do. And I can't thank you enough for that. You guys really do rock. Crazy Cajun, hey. Adaptation is the key to good live stream camera views and audio. Pusa Studios. The set looks nice, guys. Thank you so very much for that. That is so kind of you. And Pixelpia, once again, you are beyond kind. Now you can invest in Pixelpia. You've been a big help to us. You really have. You are so sweet, and we really, really do appreciate it. You are so sweet. The Life SNR. Hope you're doing fantastic tonight. Caribou Country Outdoors. My kids just heard you guys and came running over and said hi. My daughter just turned 4 on January 5th. She's 4 now. My God, the time is flying by. Well, a big hello to her from us. Hope she's doing fantastic, and a big happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yes. Appreciate you investing in it. Well, exactly. I mean, of course, there's some goes to other things, but we have put a lot into it, and I'm terrified because after I'm done this, or technically at a point where I'm in a still, I'm going to put a video together with everything that's done to it, and that's when I finally add up all the bills that built it, and then we're going to see.
I don't think that ever is going to happen. It's always going to be in the process.
Dole Whip Dad, I always enjoy having you. You know what? I got to tell you something. I think of Tech Talk Tuesday now, and even though it's our show, I kind of think of you.
Yeah.
Because you always celebrate something. You were always our biggest pusher for it. And I do. A lot of times when we talk about Tech Talk Tuesday, you'll pop up in my head and that. Story hasn't been around as much. It's been crazy through the winter. We all know we got families and that. But you stay awesome. It was so nice to have you in here. You have a great night.
Thank you. Yes. We have a couple other questions here as well. Pixelpia Live asked, I'm using the same animated avatar on my new channel as the main one. Someone suggested to use a photo of me instead to show it is a live stream channel. What are your thoughts?
If you do, I would keep whatever... I'm trying to remember your pose for a second on your animated one. Okay, there, I can kind of see it now. I don't know. If you're going to do it, I would try to keep them looking the same. And that would look cooler. Keep the same size, same dimensions, same background, cut them out. Whatever pose your avatar is using, your animated one, on your other channel. If you're going to go with the live for that reason, I would copy it frame for frame and give it that differentiation while still keeping the branding to go. I think it'd be a lot of fun to do it that way. But I don't think it's the end of the world. But it is a decent point. We did it ourselves. We added ourselves to our banner. But some do it without. It's not necessary, but it's an interesting idea. JDS, what's going on? Great to see you. Great to see you, buddy. What's up?
And we have the next questions here as well. And the question was from Rodney Review Things, and I just want to remind you about, we talked about our live stream again being partially monetized because we're talking about YouTube as always. God forbid we're talking anything about YouTube. Well, and Rodney asked if there are words that you can't say on YouTube, and yes, there are. If you're new joining us, so we did talk about, and this live stream is timestamp. Once again, the link is in the chat, so if you click on it, it's going to land you right on the spot where we started talking about it. There's like 40 pages of different words that you cannot use. Well, you can, but then you'll be either shadow banned or removed, etc. And we talked about that. That was secret information. Of course, that was demonetized too. But check it out if you missed that. Links is in the chat.
Well, look who's in the house. Gana's in the house. The Octopusa Coffee. How you doing, Gana? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome. Hope you're having a great night. Octopusa Coffee. We got coffee and we're busy as 10 octopuses. So there you go. We got both of them. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Minion Model says, does replaying someone playlist add more watch time? I also deleted 3 videos that had music in them. Is that a good idea? That was a 2-part question. Does replaying someone's playlist add more watch time? Yeah, it does more watch time. Now, it is not a unique view, so that's the difference between that. Now, you're going to remember if you're watching the same thing from, let's say, it was the same channel, but you're watching it using your tablet and then using your phone and using your laptop, there's going to be 3 views, but then it's going to be reduced to 1 because it's only 1 unique view. It does add watch time. It doesn't add the unique views.
It can help in garnering some interest though into it as well. Yeah. It can help by doing that. Can also help them draw, like the algorithm. Maybe if a couple people do it, it might draw the attention of the algorithm to start sharing it a little bit more because there's some engagement going on as well. So that which could be a nice perk.
I also deleted 3 videos that had music in them. Is that a good idea? If you do have strikes on them, don't delete them. Other than that, it's up to you what you delete from your channel. If you were scared that it might be striked, then maybe it is a good idea. You know your content better, but never delete a content that has been already striked. That is a bad idea to that. Okay, and we have Cubs Den. What about pictures? I have been using from usplash.com and also PowerPoint. Pictures also can be subject to copyright, anything. Now, as of recently, anything on your YouTube is content, no matter if it is video, thumbnail, community post, etc., etc. Now, you have to really be diligent what you're using, especially nowadays with new copyright systems going out in Europe and US and Ireland just issued one as well. It applies to video and pictures as well. So definitely make sure that you can use things, especially the new banner. I see sometimes people using like popular photography, for example, as their banner, which is against the law and actually can be claimed not only by YouTube but also the owner of the art piece if you are using it. So that can cost you money.
It's looking like the music policy, because somebody was asking a great question here. Crazy Kansan says, I'm a newbie. Is there a website or place to find out if a certain song is copyrighted or not? I think the music policies, it looks like they're not transferring it over to the new one at this point, I don't think.
Not yet, but it's supposed to be entered.
They are supposed to? Okay, because I was wondering if they weren't trying to get rid of it. I had to go over here because I can't show you all of our studio. But if you go to the classic for now and go all the way to the bottom under create, you'll go to music policies. And I'm just going to put in Iron Maiden Wasted Years as an example. You can type in the song. I hope they bring it over. I have a feeling though I had a feeling they were going to try and let this go because I think it's hard to keep a proper maintain of it. I don't know, but if they are, all the better. So Iron Maiden Wasted Years, there's the song. If I want to use it, I click onto it. Playback is blocked in 249 countries. You cannot monetize your video. If you perform a cover of it, it's viewable worldwide and it's eligible for revenue sharing. Just remember, folks, though, most times revenue sharing is going to be very hard to get unless you're a pretty predominant channel onto it. So it's not a guarantee by any sense of the word. So what's a newer song? I feel bad when I type in. I'm taking everybody back to 1986 all of a sudden.
Taylor Swift, Lover.
Okay, there should be 5 million songs with the name Lover. I
posted a link in the chat that will bring you right to the music policies.
There you go. You got E.T. Katy Perry. There you go. The song is not available for use in YouTube videos. If you use a song, your video may be blocked or muted. So this is how you can find out if you can use songs as well. It's a great resource, but once again, it's not, I don't know. It can change. I still recommend staying away from copyright music at all costs. It's really just a slippery slope. And that example, many times again, I'll even take another dated song. Remember back in YouTube, a lot has been around for a while, when AC/DC's Thunderstruck was on every video, from a kid eating pie to every 4x4 outing. There's a song that's doing well. What happens when AC/DC now has fallen a bit on hard times and decides to sell whoever owns the music decides to sell part of their catalog, and that song's into it. You know, you got 5-6 years. This video's garnered about 400,000 or 500,000 views, and then one morning you wake up to a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Because they sold the rights to it. I just don't see where it's worth it. I don't see where it's worth it.
Now, once again, if you can't find it, there's a direct link to it in the chat. I will include it in the description afterwards as well. You just click on it. It will bring you right to the page that Andrew just was showing on your channel. So check that out. Hello, everybody just coming in. Good to see you. Expedition Greg is here. Hello, how are you? And thank you, my non-traditional life, saying that somehow watching these streams make her happier.
Well,
I thank you so much.
Well, that makes us happy hearing that. So thank you so much for telling us. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
But that can happen with free music as well. Yeah, but to a lot lesser extent. But yes, I mean, anything can be volatile in that part into it. But you got to remember, the other ones have already set copyright, so you've really upped the ante onto it. They're already in, because that's what happens when you sell music. It might, okay, I'll take, because I was just doing Iron Maiden. Say they sell part of their catalog tomorrow. They might not sell all of it. It could go down from albums even to certain singles sometimes. And it can just be sold in batches, and all of a sudden it's gone to this one, and their policy is everything we don't want to share on YouTube. And it's pulled. It's already in that circle of it, so...
Caitlin, could I get copyright strikes when showing the brand label of an item I'm showing on video, like a product I'm reviewing on receipt? No, but you got to remember not to use those logos in your thumbnails unless it is permitted, because they are not only copyrighted, it's also that other word. IKEA is IKEA.
Branded?
Yeah, branded. Like they
registered trademark.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. They are registered trademark as well. So when you use that can get you in a deep trouble. So don't use those directly unless it is permitted from their website. And in fact, as I said, if you go on the website and you go into their copyright policies, they all have them at the bottom of the website. They say what can be used. Oftentimes they have media kits as well available on the websites, which then permit usage of certain types of logos or labels, and then you can grab them from there and use them. Can't just do it just because some of them might not be allowed, In the video, yes, because it is part of information. You're not really directly focused, like it's not about that. It's not a part of focus of your video. It's just part of what you're doing. But thumbnail and other parts that you might be using directly, a logo, that's a different story.
I used a piece of Ice Ice Baby. Since that time, I got 2 claim notices as the song has been sold twice. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And glad that happened, but I'm just going to use you as an example. One of those times they could have got a full strike onto it if they chose not to share it. That is an excellent example. Thank you so much, Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch, for sharing that. So if you didn't hear it the first time, Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch says, I used a piece of Ice Ice Baby. Since that time, I got 2 claim notices as the song has been sold twice already. Thank you so much for sharing that. I do appreciate that.
Steph's Universe sent a question from my husband. How do people do guitar tutorials on popular song and not have their videos pulled? Because as Andrew showed you in the audio library, it actually says which songs you can cover, and the tutorials for guitar and any other ways are under the cover. So if it is allowed to have as a cover, then you can have it as a cover. But some of them are not allowed, so you got to know which one you use.
And you have to be those guys like what's his name? Guitar 365 is a big guy into it, and that he's had a lot of trouble in the past with them. Some taken down, put back up, and that. That's why most times when they do that kind of stuff, tutorial side of guitar and that, you'll usually never hear the original audio playing behind it. It's a sort of a MIDI form backing track to help them get around that, keep it more as a cover so there's less chance of getting hit. Artem Orbit, you have an amazing night, my friend. Always great to see you guys. Artem Orbit, past guest of ours, a fantastic musician, a fantastic photographer, and all around just an amazing artist.
Yeah, definitely. And just because you haven't been hit yet, Queen Helen Casey, doesn't mean that you can't now. As I said, even your library of videos from 10 years ago can still get a copyright strike. And it is like a Russian roulette, like Andrew gets a comparison. Some people get affected and some don't. So as long as you know the consequences, it can happen. Exactly. Go ahead. That's like, all it is about.
I always say it's like running a stop sign. You know, you see somebody pass your house, they do it until one day the cops are out there. They might never show up. They might not get caught, but if you do, it happens. And so just always remember that, like you said, just know the consequences and make your own decision for sure. The Artist Devil, today is my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Wow, the Artist.
Saya, hello, Nick Molnar here in the house, and congratulations to the Artist Devil.
We got limited monetization already because we talked about the platform. Then we said Artist Devil, and we got disconnected from OBS. I think it's a sign YouTube is trying to tell us we pushed too many boundaries. Sam Hayden, by the way, great to see you. You're working. He's working. Works on for 911. Glad you could stop in. Hope it's not too wild of a night for you. Hoping for that. It's good for everybody if you're not too busy. That's for sure. Thanks for coming by, as well as Nick Molnar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Great to see you. Happy birthday time?
Yes, happy birthday
All right,
time.
Happy birthday time. Let's do that. Alrighty. Oh dear. All right.
Okay.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
I know you go through like props withdrawal or something like that. Alrighty.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Artist Devil. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Artist Devil, talented, super talented
Definitely.
artist. Check him out. Happy birthday.
Wishing you all the best. Hope you have a fantastic one.
Yeah.
Wishing you nothing but the greatest. The indoor, outdoor gardener, you have a fantastic night. Be well. Hope you have a great one. Thank you so much for coming. You're very welcome, the Artist Devil. If you consider that a gift, you're a very good person. You're very, very kind to say that. So,
guys, put some emojis in the chat, some cakes and balloons and fireworks for Artist Devil.
Andrew, are you still allowed to say your wife is awesome and you're a lucky dude? Can I still use words like that?
Well, I'm lucky too.
Oh, JDS. Joe Cocker, just checked. Pusa, Joe Cocker, with a little help from my friends, was blocked in 185 countries. The same song from Live in Woodstock is blocked in USA, Canada, and Mexico. So exactly. Different versions, different rights, different owners. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for it. I wish it was banned everywhere because I can't stand Joe Cocker. That's been an argument for another day.
Opinions expressed are only personal views.
I'm seeing
if
View This is listening because View This loves my views on music when I get going. So that's why I kind of put that in there as bait to see if Tony's lurking in. I had silent weather videos and videos of my Cat get demonetized and they had no extra sounds in them, but I appealed and won. Well, that's it. That's exactly. That's the like we're was talking about a while ago about Gives a Minute, where he was pouring seashells into a vase and ended up getting a couple of copyright strikes. That's the bizarreness sometimes. Nothing is perfect.
Yeah, and there you go. If you know the consequences, sometimes it's worth it. Audition Draws says, hello, my friends. I used a sound clip from Conan the Barbarian in a video where I make a P&B and J sandwich. It was too good, so I left it in. Got a claim, but not a strike, and it was worth it. So as long as you know what the results of your actions are and you're okay with it, it's okay to use it. But as long as you know it.
Exactly. That's it. Everybody makes a choice with it. As long as you're informed onto it, run with it, my friend. Ghana, you have a fantastic night. Have a great night with the octopus and the coffee. Thank you so much. Be well. It was great having you in. And Pixel P Alive is singing. I feel bad, Pixel P. I keep jumping on your stuff tonight, and I love you to pieces. I just all the jokes. I seen it. Tony and them get a kick out of me because I have some views on a couple of certain 70s bands I like to get them riled up with. So, or I guess I get riled up with, if truth be told. So I always know when I uploaded, it will be a third-party match content and not a strike. So I always feel it's worth it. It is until, just like I say, it's just realizing that it can be sold, as Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch put out. And was just lucky that both of them got through with copyright claims and not strikes. But it can happen. There's always a chance. So
yeah. And Nomad Unbroken is sharing with us that in YouTube Studio Beta, on top of the library, it has a question that asks you have a different music in your video, and a button check if it's copyright policy. So that will bring you to the content, audio content checking as well, the part that Andrew was showing earlier. Pixel P Alive. Ooh.
I love that Pixel P.
As long as you know, and everything what we talk about in general here is more the information for you, so you know what to deal with and how to deal with, and then it is up to you what to do on your channel with it.
That's right, exactly.
Daily Life and Nature is here. PYH Music is here as well. Hello, how are you? Thank you, JDS. Good to see you, and JDS. Sweet dreams to you. Barefoot Adventure is here as well. Mitchell Family Reality Show. Hello, how are you doing today? We got talking about copyright and false claims and how to deal with those. Fantastic Chronicles is here as well. Bait the Hook is here. Good to see you. So many awesome channels here. Thank you so much for being here.
Have we covered all our questions?
Yes, we did.
Alrighty then.
Almost right on time.
Almost right on time. That's right. A couple of minutes over, but spent with you guys. We got no arguments there for sure. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I want to thank you guys again tonight for helping us out. That's 2 nights in a row, limited monetization. But you know what? That happens. Once again, it's not about the money. It's about the point of getting a push for working hard on here and then not getting, a decent chance to be on the platform. So nonetheless, you guys always make it amazing in here. It means a lot that you guys have our backs to support your show and stuff like that. You are absolutely awesome. So I want to say thank you from the both of us. You guys really make it worthwhile coming on here, even when we have our ups and downs on YouTube. So thank you for all you do. Great conversation tonight with all you guys. You guys bring a lot to the table on that. And we've been changing our show a lot, guys, and there's more to come. This is not the end of it. We're looking for new ways to do things on here and that, and some big things coming very soon. So make sure to stay tuned. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and all that stuff. We'd love to get to know you better. Thank you, Nomad Unbroken Live. Hope you're all well. Found Pusa Studios because of you. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's awesome. Great to have you in here. So glad you can make it crazy. Kansan, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly and hope you can make it back again soon. Until next time, guys, tomorrow night, Xenia's birthday, folks. That's right. So we're going to be on. And
the things we can do tomorrow, guys. Yeah, it's going to be worth to tune in. That's all I can tell you today.
Alrighty, guys. With that said, folks, you have a fantastic night. Be well. and we'll see you really soon. Have a good one, and take care of yourselves, and keep creating, guys.